can't believe it. Your own cousin tried to kill you. It's just like one of my stories. Danger, intrigue, family drama.
They put that in stories? In Antiva, that's just a regular afternoon.
Do you think someday someone else will try to kill you and you'll suspect? We've got more corpse pirates! I can't believe it. Your own cousin tried to kill you. It's just like one of my stories. Danger, intrigue, family drama.
They put that in stories? In Antiva, that's just a regular afternoon.
Do you think someday someone else will try to kill you and you'll suspect Ilario, but at the last minute he'll sacrifice himself to...
Elara.
Right. Sorry.
No challenge at all. There's our money. Attack!
Here we go.
Taking you down.
Good one. Hitting us from range.
This is costing us.
Good work, Rook.
End it now. Good work, everyone. That looks like the captain of the Corpse Pirates. Looks like we're doing this!
They're behind you.
Hitting us from range.
have found it.
Wait, did you know where the treasure was the whole time?
You had to find it yourself. The real treasure was the journey. Now, Ritzinger would have used this to purchase a new ship. Since their last caught fire and burned, I believe a lady was involved. But the gold and glory are yours now, to use as you will. Adventure!
A word when you have a moment. Greetings. I am Sia Rowan. I help the spirits in this area.
You help them?
I speak with them and for them, and sometimes they speak through me. We keep this land safe for spirits, so that no harm comes to them or to the people who live here. That is why I ask for your help.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Years ago, when mages rebelled across southern Thedas, Templars from the southern Chantry marched upon Ravine. They declared our mages criminals and killed many of us. The unacknowledged pain of that injustice twists spirits into demons. Stop the demons and let compassion ease that pain, and the land will be safer.
I'll see what I can do. Trouble coming.
Watch your right!
Watch out left!
Nice work!
stealing us with steel, splinters flying as they kick in the door to our home.
Be ready. They're down.
Baking in my armor. So much hotter here than back in Ferelden. Kill on sight. But they don't look like abominations. They just look sad.
Trouble ahead. Everyone all right?
We ran, but they chased us. We tried to surrender, but they killed us as we knelt. The spirits roar as the fire comes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The wood will always be scorched, but the rain has washed away the fire and smoke. Thank you.
Ready to level up your punching experience?
Stock up with whatever you need. Good luck with your contracts.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Algernon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now. Heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No. You just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
Alright. I can see how you and Elgranon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
Добрейший вечерочек.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more.
Ой, как успехи.
I woke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Let me guess. You tried to tell them what they were getting wrong, and they didn't
О,
believe you.
поздравляю.
There are few things that frustrate me as much as ignorance. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fanharel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
Темка-то хорошая, но у нас сейчас такие отключения света, что хз. Да и времени нету. Смотря когда.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Это да.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change.
Ну смотри, идея хорошая. Давай так. Я подумаю еще насчет этого. А то что в воскресенье я хз буду свободен или нет. А там посмотрим. Мы просто с Пиздюком еще планировали в эту игрульку поиграть. Ну, с малым. В общем, посмотрим. Правда, ничего не обещаю. Я тебе в чат давай напишу в субботу вечером точно.
Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive, and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion. And when I...
А там же максимум 4, по-моему. Так что не варик. В общем, завтра я вечером тебе точно напишу, когда узнаю, что буду делать в воскресенье.
Serve the Inquisition. I try to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She does. One of several I grew fond of, despite myself, when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay, we always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The Crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the Crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up, and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
We'll practice more next.
Hey, Antoine, Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Okay, that's not good news. But you're making progress with your studies.
Yes. Well, there's more to learn, but yes.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight. More than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive. But it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when Evka's at my back.
You've always got me.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
You know the griffin with the shorter ears? She likes you there.
All right, let's find the blight eruption. Edka and Antoine think the blight eruption is the source of the surge.
So, stopping it will slow the blight? Just checking.
Can't say for sure, but if it gives us a shot, we have to take it. Antoine's right about one thing. The wetlands die for good if we do nothing. Sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. If anything happened to Hassan.
Cherish him while you can.
That's the truth.
The redoubt. The blight eruption's taken root inside. Let's go.
Looks like we're doing this!
definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Okay, let us know when we're close.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Right, and also, those darkspawn. Have to deal with them. Up there! That ledge! We can destroy the tendrils from there.
A ballista.
Never turn down one of those.
All right, better move before more darkspawn show up. We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is that the blight eruption?
Oh, wow, that's, big.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Davrin, are you okay?
The eruption.
Keep going.
We won't give in.
Knew you could do it, Ruff.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right, time to destroy this thing.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Orc. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Well, I took care of the target, but that was not a typical contract.
A story for your crow friends.
Yeah. Not sure how Viago will react to this one.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry. I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
I'd let go of Syrian the first time. I didn't. Not really. This time, I don't know. I still don't know if I will.
You never do. Funny, the things that wake you up years after you think they're gone.
I'm at peace with it. Real peace this time. So even if I carry it with me, it's lighter now. Maybe I'm not making sense. Am I making sense?
More than you think.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I'll never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear, you know this too.
But...
he became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
Down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the butcher's Antam.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
We need both. If we're strong, we can stand against anyone.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
What about the human help the Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
Bold to try to trap a crow fighting the gods. I'm at least curious. If our informant actually knows where Elgernon and Gillinan are performing the next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Nev, I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlethan. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
I've got goods from all over.
And even she.
What kind is that?
You have questions?
Can I interest you in something shiny?
See, I can help. Wellness grows from the inside out.
They're breaking my back.
To your body. What does it say it needs?
To the dead. Everything matters, including fashion. Huh.
To a higher level of health?
Anything I can help you with? Looking for a gift?
Don't let those Antam trouble you. Please, come by.
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants me to prove I'm crow enough to be worthy of Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver, and fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city. This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
All set.
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. Final ritual, you said sure.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island. The ritual, Tearstone Island.
End it now.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his word.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold the crows out to the Antom.
I kept Treviso safe, protected. Unlike you crows, I had to think ahead. You know what the Antom did elsewhere in Antiva, and in every other city they occupied. You and your troop of fools would have gladly provoked the Antom to slaughter. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
Rationalize it however you want. Weight the scales so they tip in your favor. You're still a traitor who gave up on the fight, and gave up on us. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of wasting your talents with that gang of circus rejects. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island, have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Eventually is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Eventually before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the Butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antom, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antom and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Ontown more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's anger grab at power.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
You are a crow, and you have suffered the governor's treachery. You should be here when we stop them.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table. And talk about what's next.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Threads' reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
So you bleed the Venatori any way you can.
Life's short, isn't it, friends? Let's do what makes us happy. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I don't know when it started, but I think of it as home.
It's built to be inviting.
which he still finds suspicious.
You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched in the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
So, the other Griffins, they've decided what to do with them.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
You were gone yesterday.
The market never stops, even during occupation. Almost feels like home.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean?
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katarina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace. For the moment, at least.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Hilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Hilario or the Venatori. I suppose the Crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean exactly?
He doesn't eat, but a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Evenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from us.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the comic will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Evenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Evenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Evenchi's comic and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
There's the garrison.
Nev, in the fade with Rook and Spite, you were there. I mean, not you, but you know what I mean. You helped Rook.
On to the garrison and the governor.
Please, go on. Nev, in the fade with Rook and Spite, you were there. I mean, not you, but you know what I mean. You helped Rook. Sort of.
Sort of.
We cleared the garrison this time. Evenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow a governor now. The butcher was weak.
On Tom, get ready. The Antam aren't going to make this easy. Let's end this. Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antam...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
More Antam. Eventually... Okay, now for Evenchi.
I know you're there, Rook! I'm ready for you! Come face the ruler Treviso deserves!
All of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Autumn real?
I see the comic is working.
Thanks, Lucanus.
We'll execute!
You're a fool to fight me.
You're the fool to go up against a crow, Evenchi.
Say the word!
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
We're under fire. Look out!
I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you crows, you ruined everything.
Ruined? Rook took your measure.
And Taya, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenchi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
By House de Riva's rules, Jacobus can claim the contract.
That's ridiculous.
It's justice.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Привет. Да, по сути, уже к концовке бредем. Сейчас это сайды, короче, завершаются сайды этих регионов. И потом сразу сюжетка.
Nev, in the fade with Rook and Spite, you were there. I mean, not you, but you know what I mean. You helped Rook. Sort of.
Sort of.
А у нас раньше врубили, чем надо.
You are. And not just then.
Oh. Well, then.
А у некоторых, по-моему, в первую очередь, так некоторых не вырубили вообще. Это минут на 20.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No, her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say essential.
Возможно, возможно.
I'm just another crow. Perhaps we're all equally exceptional.
On that, I believe we can agree.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan crow.
This is great. We're long overdue for good news.
I couldn't believe it either. I only got this because you went out to face Evenchi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
I'm honored, Jacobus Igrativi. You and your new house will do great things as crows.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you're a damn fine crow. Remember that.
Вот, по идее, это последний сайд. Какая ачивка.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
У меня же версия без ачивок.
Those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us, except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have 2 gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We're ready as we'll ever be. We need to make our move soon.
I agree.
Get some rest. And be ready.
Siege of Siconia, back on stage. Where to see us?
О, да, это концовка, получается, уже скоро будет.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those
Ага, именно она.
of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them, Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elganon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image.
Хорошо.
Evil put into place with the aid of their
Ну, удачи тебе.
servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another...
А, ну может и так. Походу.
Elgranon. While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elgranon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
The gods were way too quiet after Arlathan. I should have known something was wrong.
No one could have anticipated this escalation.
Doesn't matter now. We're stuck with it.
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall. And no, I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I should talk with Balara before we leave. See how she is.
Rook. Hi there.
What are you working on?
Oh. Some things I want to say. Important things. Before, well, everything happens. I have to get the words right. So I wrote them down to make sure.
What do you mean by everything?
Fighting a pair of gods, hoping we win, risking our lives again, still. Elgranon blights the moon and everything changes. Now we're rushing off without a plan?
It's kind of what we do. Go in without a plan, find something to punch. It's worked out so far.
But what if this time it doesn't? Things could go wrong. People could get hurt or... See, this is why I wanted notes.
If you'd written notes, what would they have said?
Maybe something about what we are, what we could be someday. That I care about you with all of me. You anchor me. I feel calm. Well, calmer, at least. And I know you. Who you are, who I am. You let me be me.
Caring about someone means caring about who they are. Every bit.
I wish more people believed that. People like what I could be. Want to help me get there. They tell me how to change, how to fix myself like it's that easy. I'm working on it, figuring out how to be me. But most people don't want to wait. But you do.
Of course. I like you.
That's why I'm scared about what comes next. I want us to stay us, to stay together, but the Evanurs have other plans.
As long as we're careful and stay together, we've got this. This story's going to have a happy ending.
A happy ending. That'd be nice. But Rook, we barely made it out of Weishaupt, and that was just one god. And no one has our back this time.
We are in this together. You, me, everyone else. We've got each other's backs. And that's enough.
Is it though?
Has to be. Like you said, it's just us.
Rook.
Yeah, Balara?
Can you stay with me for a little while?
Okay, another reason not to get myself killed. I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god. Varric, I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I don't know how to carry this weight, Varric.
No one does. This job was always going to call for someone who could improvise. You're on this team for a reason too, you know.
I guess I have some thinking to do. About everything.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
Armies are big and clumsy. We can do this.
Agreed. If we move quick enough.
The gods will know we're here soon. And so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before. And I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Davrin's right. We need a Grey Warden and a Griffin in the lead.
Won't let you down. Either of us.
I'll take the rest of us, and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solus's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
El Argon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
Good luck, Rook. Let's make some history.
Good luck. And thanks. Davrin.
Just like you said in the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Alright, not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There. That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
The ruins are funnels. They're concentrating the magic used for the ritual.
Well, so much for that.
Quick! We can't let them raise an alarm.
Intruders, take arms!
You heard the Kunari.
They've got mortars.
mercenaries.
The Antam aren't taking any chances.
Behind
Sounds like a lot more Antom across the bay.
What are they saying?
Something about Gillenane giving them world-crushing power? Sounds like Davrin's team found the Antom. I hope they're all right. Mercenaries again. They have mages.
We can make quick work of this. Got us from a distance. Got us at range.
Antom Reaver!
Seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elgernot.
Bruce the Khan. He said my name. Kunali moves yours.
We're gonna get through this, Balara. Promise.
Right. No plan, but we're good at that, right?
Right. What did this place used to be?
The way it's laid out, it seems built for this kind of ritual.
Another group of mercenaries!
We can't let them slow us down.
Burn the fire!
Rain!
Got us at a distance! Light, well, we're getting closer.
The gods finish their dagger, open the Fade, and unleash all the blight. Even Solus was terrified of that.
Right. He's bad, but not that bad.
Your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Elaine and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic harvest will transform the world and all those within it.
Archdemon! Well, you can't miss it. Come on, we're getting closer to where the gods are making their dagger.
We sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehoft. An Elven, traitor to her gods. A frost wielder, Tevinter trade. There are others. Find them. Bring us what remains.
Damn. This is bad.
We have to hurry. The Antam will be looking everywhere after hearing that. Where's Davrin?
Rook, over here.
Davrin, you alright?
For now. We burned some Antom ships, led them off. But there's another wave coming.
Can you open the way out of here?
Sure thing. Let me take a look.
Not today, we won't!
Are open, Rook. There's a lot more on top. We'll lead them away.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
There are things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer. You will learn what they are.
Elgarnon again.
Don't listen to him. I won't.
More blight on this side.
More on top, too.
Bad spot, move! Ranged incoming! Sensed Solus's dagger.
Our ritual gathers momentum. Power. It cannot be interrupted by mortals. I will send my creations to assist your hunt.
Oh no, Darkspawn! Did you see that flash of green light? That's Terra and the Fade.
The gods' magic. It's starting to weaken the Fade.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they'd finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Algernon can't unleash the Blight. That Fade Tear's blocking the way. We have to set it off.
Behind you.
Antom coming your way. We can't hold them forever.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
Oh, there's more blight blocking our way.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods.
They're on to us. More fate tears.
Remember to keep your distance.
After we seize the blight, I will craft a new dragon. It's possible to steal flame magic. It will be perfect.
No such thing.
And the first meal I feed it will be your hearts.
Got it. Everyone in.
Another fade tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane. Quickly.
Wait. There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
Nev, get those wards down. Carefully.
I'm on it.
I'll keep this fade tear in check while you work. But with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger, and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
Ha! Got it!
Nice going.
Sure, but let's walk out careful. The gods will have a trap or two.
That is a certainty. I'll take the greatest care, ensuring your Tevinter mage knows the new face of her empire. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgernon and Gillenane are still on the island. We can save Nev if we hurry.
Elgernon will pay for this.
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
Then we should split their attention.
Right. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Davrin, you and the others stay out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
Then after he kills Gillenane, we rescue Nev. All this magic, it feels like a storm.
which means Elganon's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
We didn't come this far for nothing. Everything the gods have thrown at us, it's all because they know we can win. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
Then we kill Elganon. We'll distract Gillenane until Lucanus gets a clear shot.
Good luck, Davrin.
Like I promised, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.
All this fog, I can't see a thing.
For your transgressions, little rook, you face a god alone. Treasures of the ancients, set back our work. I will perfect this world, but you shall never see it.
Laura, I've got you. Oh, thank goodness. Come on, Gillanane's still standing.
He's got Solas's dagger. He's the only one who can kill Gillenane.
We'll find him.
The ritual is nearly complete. You must keep them away.
They are persistent.
They're aiming for us. Lucanus, I've got you.
Behold your current age. Fragile, aimless, lost. We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them.
You and Elgarnon are trapped by the past, just like Solus. You had your chance, each one of you. We don't owe you a thing!
Hussar! No! We had such plans! How could I? Regret this.
The Fate's still ripping itself apart.
The dagger! Rook! You must break its contact with Gillenane!
Lucanus? Lucanus!
And so you have your victory. You live, and Gillenane does not. Are you not proud to finally reach this moment? Or did you think you'd win the day without some painful sacrifice?
That dragon raised Minrathus. Where were you?
No one's retreating.
We'll all die.
Archdemons attacking the north.
You and your friends stood against the gods. Your courage is laudable.
Solus.
But mortals cannot win this battle. I am sorry, it is what must be.
I saved you, Rook. What was the point? You were never up to it.
You're worthless.
Varric never believed.
You are no lead. You failed us all.
What failure cuts your conscience now, I wonder?
Nev!
Blood on your hands.
Your friend is dead.
Dead and gone.
Your fault.
Regret, like all emotions, is a powerful thing. It can bruise us, break us, or blind us to the truth. Regret is even strong enough to serve as the lock on a prison built to hold gods. Such a prison can hold any captive. Even you. You were never ready.
ready to make the sacrifices that leadership requires. So through our connection, I molded you into someone the prison would accept in my place.
Eric?
Your work is done.
What? This is... This is where we talked when I was dreaming. But I'm not dreaming. Has to be some way out of here. Just have to find it. I have to get back to the team. A wolf statue. Of course. How did Solus get out of here? Solus swapped places with me, but there's more to it than that.
Kid. Come on. Solus found a way out. Now you need to find yours.
Varric? He's not here. Of course he's not. So how do I get out? Solus said this prison was built to hold gods.
Built to hold gods. Unlocked by regret. I told you the enchantments were dangerous. You chose me anyway. I trusted you, and it got me killed.
No. You're wrong. My friend, she knew the risks. She still volunteered. She chose as much as I did. We all believed in what we were fighting for. What we're still fighting for. And Nev knew what it might cost.
She did, kid. We all did. Because you always chose the hard truth over the easy lie. Solus, on the other hand.
Everyone's a pawn to someone like Solus. Pieces to sacrifice, without a second thought.
Daffrin.
Whatever it takes. That's what you told us. And you live that. Every day. You help helped me rescue the Griffins. Got them to the Wardens. You asked a lot of us, the team. But you asked even more of yourself. And after everything you've done, it was my turn to make the sacrifice. And I'd do it again.
I'm going to miss you, Davrin. We fought together, bled together, and anytime I needed you, you were there. But now you're gone. And the fight's not over. So I promise you this. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to stop Elgernon. And I'm going to stop Solus. I'll save the world, Davrin. And make sure your sacrifice was worth it.
Great job, kid. Now, what about mine?
That's
where it all began.
What am I going to see there?
I think you already know.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca. You need to listen.
Let's go! This way!
You died back at the ritual site. You've been dead all along. Whenever I've been talking to you, asking for advice, I've been talking to myself, haven't I? Because you're dead.
Yeah. Sorry about that, kid.
I'm sorry, Varric.
For what?
For not saving you.
Shit. Didn't you learn anything from this place? I made the choice. To talk to him. To try to reach him. Even knowing the risks. Because he was my friend. My decision, my sacrifice. And you don't get to take that from me.
But...
Every story's got an ending. This one just came a little earlier than I planned.
I'm going to miss you, Varric.
Gonna miss you too, kid. But you've got your own story to finish. I just know the ending's going to be killer.
What happens now? To you?
I'll disappear. Go back to just being a memory.
Right.
Hey, don't get all misty-eyed on me, okay? I had a good run, and I don't regret a second of it.
What about Solus?
You talked to Mythal. You saw the memories. Solus wants to be a hero. That's who he is, deep down. But it's easier for him to play the villain. Because that means he didn't fail. All the damage he's done, the people he's hurt, it becomes a choice. Remind him who he really is. He might just listen.
So how do I get out of here?
Listen to your team. Like you always do.
This way. It's thinner here.
Better be right.
They're waiting for you. Just take it one step at a time.
Goodbye, Varric. And thank you.
Look!
Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You already have everything you need.
There! A light!
We've got something. Get ready.
I am Elganon, first of the firstborn, last of the Evanuris. Come to reign over you with fine and gentle hand. Citizens of Minrathous, give yourself to me. Together we shall unleash magic so glorious, so limitless, that all the world will be transformed.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seem to have survived.
How are the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elgernon's blighted the city, and the Venatori have sealed the gates. No one can get in or out.
Even the Minrathous Soluvians went dark. We can't check in with the Shadow Dragons. If it weren't for Solus, they'd already be dead.
Solus?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now, everyone's following Solus, like he's the only one who can save them.
He'll save them from the Blight or die trying. He's not lying about that. Though I doubt anyone rallying to the Dreadwolf's banner knows that he plans to drown the world in demons once Elgernon's dead.
He can't hurt Elgernon yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
So Solus has to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solus goes for Elgernon with the dagger he took from us.
That's why we need to get to Solus first.
He's not going to be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
That's his problem. He's got the dagger, and the dagger is the only thing that can kill Elgernon. We need to get it back.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solus took.
It looks similar, even feels similar, but it won't cut through enchantments like the real one does.
So it cannot kill Elgernon.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Gillenane. We have no idea where Nev is or what Elgernon is doing to her.
And Davron and Hassan.
Nev would never let us hear the end of it if we left Elgernon in charge of her city. And Davron wouldn't rest while monsters put innocent lives in danger. They believed in this team. They trusted all of us. They aren't here to finish the fight. But we are.
Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elgernon, and we need their help to do it.
Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business. In the morning, we take back Minrathous.
Are you okay, Rook?
No. But I will be.
Rook, listen. Let us get in touch with our allies. We've got this. You just, take care of yourself. I'll come by your room later, okay? To check up on you.
Doing this without Nev.
I'm sorry, Lucanus. I know how important she was to you.
She restored much of my faith in people. I wanted to give her the world she deserved. I was lucky to have her in my life at all. Now, all I have left is to avenge her. We want blood!
She was taken. She might still...
False hope could kill me, Rook. Katerina sent me a Despite the cost, Gillenane is dead. We should still count it a victory.
It feels so different without Davron. I can't believe he's just... gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davron hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
Nev, too. Nev should be here. Elgernon still has her. We'll take him down and we'll get her back.
I keep expecting Davrin to challenge me to push-ups or something. Or Hassan to come and ask for a treat. Yeah, those figures he carved? I'll get one of the lords to make more. And print his book. He'd want people to learn to kill monsters. And you were right. He'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elgernon burn. Hey, Varric. Are you busy? I came to apologize. Yeah, I know. I'm always apologizing for something. I should have seen this sooner. I should have known. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't want it to be true. I knew you were too old for this shit, but leaving in the middle of the job? Come on. You were supposed to be here. You were supposed to be the one to stop Solus. I should have known you left me to clean up this mess alone. Anyway, thank you for putting me on your team. For being the voice in my head that told me I was good enough when I didn't believe it. So, I'll go out there and do this. For you. And Davrin. And Hassan. And Nev. And everyone else we've lost. Goodbye, Varric. I know where to find you if I need you. Emmerich, how are things in Navarra?
Outbreaks of malicious spirits, panic at the eclipse. The Watchers are helping keep order. Fortunately, we're not as vulnerable to darkspawn as some other kingdoms.
Why not?
Oh, it's impossible to blight the dead. But with time, even Navarra may be overrun.
When Gillenane died, it was like the Fades spilled into the real world for a moment.
A small taste of what Solus would have done if you hadn't stopped him from tearing down the Veil back when this started.
Come in.
Okay, so... okay. Well... I don't know what to say. That's new. For me. I mean, there's the obvious stuff. Like, I'm glad you're back. Here.
Me too.
Right. Of course you are. So, with all that, I hope I didn't show up in that Fade prison. The one that showed your regrets, because it feels like it might make things awkward.
I have nothing to regret about you. Us.
Okay. I was worried, but I shouldn't have been. So, now that you're back, I was thinking, well, this is hard. Finding the words, I mean.
You can do this.
They told me that we'd find you. Tosh, Emmerich, everyone. They told me to believe, keep the faith. But after what happened with my brother, my head wanted to believe. My heart, sometimes it doesn't want me to be happy. I still didn't give up. I couldn't. And now here you are in front of me.
I knew you'd never quit on me. I sure wasn't going to quit on you. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just can't believe it. Still. After everything that's happened, that could happen, Elgernon's taken Manrathis. The world could end tomorrow. You know what, though? That doesn't matter. Not right now. I want to live in this moment as long as I can.
Anything could happen. So let's hold on to joy while we can.
Malalath Athim Mir Uthinira. It's calm. I like it. Not something I'm used to, being calm. It's nice. Different, but nice.
It feels like everything is just kind of working right now. It's enough to forget what's coming next. For a little while, at least.
I can live with that. It's a moment for just us. Hey, Rook. I, have something I want to say.
What's up?
You know what? Never mind. It's not important.
Say whatever's on your mind.
Some things are hard to say. Really, really hard. If I say the words, those 3 words, what if I have to unsay them later? No, this is important. I need to say it. I'm going to say it.
You don't have to say anything you're not ready to.
I want to say it. It's important you hear me say it. I thought I lost you, Rook. I thought I'd lost part of myself too. Days went by, weeks, no word from you. Then we saw you, pulled you out, and I love you, Rook. More than I knew I could. Whatever happens next, I need you to know that.
I love you too, Balara.
Thank you, Rook.
For saying I love you?
For everything. All you've done for us. For me. We should get up soon. But later works too. Much, much later. much to me, you know? She was my big sister. Not the kind you fight with, but the kind you want to be like. The kind I tried to be to Syrian, but she's gone. Taken by my gods. I thought I'd lost you too. Both my anchors gone at once.
I'm back now, and I'm not going anywhere.
And we've got a job to do. Rook?
Yeah, Balara?
Thanks for, well, being there when I needed you. That moment, it meant a lot.
It meant a lot to me too, Balara.
Okay. Let's go save the world.
Strength earns mastery.